So one of the things they also talked about was, which I thought was probably the scariest part of this entire thing, was how they figured out how to change your behavior to sell these ads to you so you'll buy these products. They figured out how to do that without even triggering your brain to say, hey, this is happening. So it'll be slowly but surely. I think one of the guys said, like, if you think about it, if you pay $10 million to change the entire population of the Earth's brain 1% towards what you need it, that's worth a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. So they figured out how to change it, even in just the slightest little increments. And what's scary is these are it kind of shows in the country today where it's changing people's brains, and it's influencing. I think it's influencing elections. I don't know that if there's no social media, that I don't think Trump gets elected in 2016. I don't think Trump is as big as he is right now if there's no Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. I do not think Trump gets even close, because I don't know. That was kind of the first election where social media was super heavy, which is weird to think about because it's been around, but in 2012 it wasn't as prominent as it is now. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting to think that this is probably how elections are always going to go. Presidents mouthing off on Twitter, and then when you find other people that connect to people like Donald Trump, then you might want to connect to those people, because everyone wants to feel like they're in a group, so they'll find these little niche groups on social media and just go full-fledged into it. That's where you get things like QAnon or like Pizzagate, like conspiracies. People want to be a part of a community, and so the internet is a very good place for that, because there's all these different forums and all these different groups that you can be a part of. And so I think that's part of the reason. And also Hillary is she was a terrible candidate. I'm not saying anything about who I wish would have won the 2016 election, but I don't know that if there's no social media, I don't know that Trump gets elected. Which is very interesting to think about, that this social media that was started over the whole documentary, it kind of shows this doom and gloom, like these social media companies are evil and they're out to get you, when in reality I don't think it's started for that purpose. I think in the beginning it was like there's this idea that we have that has been circulating, but we can do it better, and so they did it. And obviously money was involved. They wanted to make money, because nobody just does stuff just because. Like, we can sit here all we want and talk about how people just want to make the world a better place, but nobody really does. Most of the time there's going to be some sort of monetary gain to go along with that. You see it in all these big business types. So I think they set out to, number one, make money, and number two, just build a better product. I don't think that their intentions were to increase suicides and influence elections and take everybody's information and be responsible for all that kind of thing. I do not think that was the goal that was set out to be achieved, and it even says that in the doc that wasn't their goal. But it is interesting how it kind of has shifted and how it's kind of turned out.